I know, long time no see. I have been gone for about 2 months, maybe even more. I don't really remember. But I am back, and I'm so happy to be back because I missed you guys so much, and I miss sitting in front of the camera and filming. But if some of you guys follow me on Snapchat and Instagram and on Facebook or whatever, then you already know what's been going on and why I've been MIA. But for the ones that don't have Snapchat and Facebook and all that, I decided to go ahead and record my update in my Where Have I Been. If you've been a subscriber to me for a minute, then you know that I've had at least like 2 Where Have I Been videos where I basically just sit down and I let you guys know where I've been. So this will be like my 3rd one. But this is for a good cause. Well, they're all good causes, but yeah, anyways. So some of you guys may already know, but I am expecting a little baby. I am pregnant. I am currently 18 weeks pregnant, and a lot of people ask me to like film the whole experience, like not once I found out, but you know, like I guess my doctor's appointments and stuff like that. But it's so hard trying to do all of that, you guys. So I mean, I try to keep you guys updated like on my social media accounts, but far as just filming the whole process, like I just don't think I could do it because I don't even really know how to vlog. So better yet, me trying to vlog and like record my whole pregnancy, it's just, I don't see it happening. So if I can, like I will at least try to keep you guys updated. And if you have like any questions, or if there's like certain I guess you can say like topics about pregnancy that you want me to talk about, or if there's like a certain video that you want to see from me about my pregnancy, then just let me know. But far as like the other YouTubers that like record their whole pregnancy, like I just don't think I could do it. So sorry you guys, but yeah. But yeah, I am 18 weeks pregnant, and I do have a little baby bump. I guess I would stand up and show you guys my little bump. I was going to film it with my boyfriend, our little announcement, but he started his new job and he had to shave like all of his facial hair off. So he's like, no, I just don't want to get on camera with my facial hair gone. Like, he's still being a baby about the situation. So I'm just like, whatever, I'm going to go ahead and announce it on YouTube so I could get back into recording my usual videos. But I do have some ultrasound pictures to show you guys, and I do know what I am having, but I plan on making a separate video to announce what I'm having. So this video is just basically going to be me showing you my baby bump, my ultrasound pictures, and pretty much telling you what I've experienced so far. So I guess we could go ahead and jump into like the ultrasound pictures, and then I will do the baby bump at the end because I know that's what most of you guys want to see. So I have my ultrasound pictures down here on the ground in a picture frame, and I have my recent ones are in the envelope. So yeah, I'm just going to show you the very beginning one and then the recent one. And then actually I go to Dr. Friday, and I'm pretty sure I'll be getting an ultrasound picture then. So if you want to like see that, I'm pretty sure I'll probably post that on my Snapchat and on Instagram and Facebook. So all that information will be down below if you guys want to follow me. And I don't know if the lighting just like switched on me or not, but I also wanted to like kind of update you because this is a Where Have I Been video. I also wanted to update you on my little situation. We currently just moved, so that's another reason why I've been MIA, and I'm recording in my makeup room and I don't have curtains up on the windows, so like it's like super bright in here. But anyways, ultrasound pictures. So yeah, like I said, we moved and I decided to put the ultrasound pictures in picture frames because I bought 2 picture frames when I first moved a while ago and I never put pictures in it. So now I have pictures to put in here. So this is my little baby. This freaking frame is so dusty, like I'm embarrassed to even show you guys, but oh well. Anyways, the pictures on my right side, which is your left, is when I was 8 weeks, and then the other one is when I was 12 weeks. So I'm just going to show you guys up close. Hopefully my ring light won't like glare out the picture. But yeah, these are my 8-week pictures, and then these are my 12-week pictures, if you guys can see my little jelly bean. And then these are pictures that I took when I was 15 weeks. And my doctor only offers, I think, 3 or 4 or maybe 4 or 5 ultrasound pictures. So my last doctor's appointment, I didn't get an ultrasound, but I knew that there was a place where I can go get a private screening, because I was really anxious to figure out what I was having and to go ahead and like try to start shopping and stuff. So I went to a private screening and I know what I'm having. So that's what this envelope is, and the quality is kind of different too. So you really can't see much on these, but I do know what I'm having, so I'm satisfied with that. But these are the 2 of the ultrasound pictures from my 15 weeks. My little big head baby. And like I said, Friday I have another appointment, and I will be confirming what I'm having and getting more pictures. So like I said, if you want to see those, I most likely will post that on Snapchat and Instagram. Well, probably not Instagram, most likely Snapchat and Facebook. So those are my ultrasound pictures, and let's talk about my experience so far. Let's see, this is definitely not planned. Let me throw that out there, and let me do a disclaimer as well while I'm at it. If you're gonna come on here and try to comment and preach to me and say all this, you're not married and all that stuff, like, I honestly don't care. Like, I don't care to hear what you have to say, because 9 times out of 10 you were created out of wedlock and your children are created out of wedlock, so you can't really tell me anything. And then the other thing is, you won't get me into heaven. So like, I don't care what you guys have to say as far as anything in that nature. Now, if you're going to be positive about the situation and congratulate me and stuff like that, then go ahead. I really appreciate it. But if you're going to try to be negative about the situation, don't even waste your time, because your comment is just going to be deleted. So yeah, I just want to throw that out there. But yeah, so like I was saying, this is not planned at all. And it just happened. Like, it just happened. I do know exactly when it happened, and yeah, it just happened. And I did not think that it would happen, because the way that I was tracking like the whole feminine stuff, like my fertility and stuff like that, I mean, we were doing really well, and then I don't know what happened. So I've been on birth control like all my life, no kidding, probably since 9th grade, and I'm 24 years old now. So I've been on birth control all my life, literally. So I just started doing like research, and I started seeing like different posts on Facebook and stuff like that about how bad birth control is and all this other stuff, like, especially for us African American women and stuff. So I was just like, you know what, I don't think that I want to be on this anymore. And I did not get off because I wanted that baby. Trust me, that was not the plan. I just wanted to get off and feel better and become healthier and stuff, because ever since I've been on birth control, like, I went through so many changes. Like, first of all, I gained so much weight. In high school, like before I got on birth control, probably right at 9th grade, I was like 110 soaking wet probably. And then as soon as I got onto birth control, it went from there. I gained so much weight, and it was crazy. I went through like anxiety, crazy anxiety, depression, like major depression, headaches, my bones weakened. Like, I've never broken a bone in my life, and since I've been on birth control so long, I finally broke my hand. And that's just so weird to me, because I've been into gymnastics, basketball, softball, ballet. Like, I've done pretty much everything, cheerleading, and I've never broken a bone. But like, I just feel like my bones have got super weak, and that's how I ended up breaking my hand. And like, my ankles will hurt so quick because they're easily sprung, and I think it's because of the birth control. And like I was on different kinds, the pills, the shot, implant that goes into your arm. I think it's called Nexplanon now. I've been on all that stuff, and I know for a fact the shot and the Nexplanon isn't, you know, pretty good. I do know like everybody's different and stuff like that, so what may work for you did not work for me, or whatever, or what didn't work for me might work for you. I pretty much just said the same thing, but yeah, just based off my experience, it did not work for me, so I decided to get off of it finally. And I kid you not, as soon as it was out of my body, like I instantly felt so much better. Like I say maybe a week, it took like a week, and I just instantly felt so much better. So I definitely can say that that was the problem with me. So enough about birth control. Like I was saying, I got off birth control, it was probably 4 or 5 months before I actually ended up pregnant. Like I said, it was not planned, and I keep staring like and slowly talking because my camera's like flashing, but it's doing its own thing. But anyways, I got off birth control like 4 or 5 months before I got pregnant, and I was tracking my period and everything like that, like fertilization, fertility, and ovulation. I was tracking that with a calendar app. Like it was, I paid for the app and all that kind of stuff, like for women, and it was a really good app. Like my doctor actually recommended it for me, so I was using that app and I was doing really good until February came, and it was Valentine's Day that weekend. You guys know how it goes, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened. We tracked it, and my doctor told me pretty much I obviously ovulated twice that month, or I ovulated early that month, or I ovulated late that month. So that's how I ended up pregnant. And I had no idea, you guys. I had no idea whatsoever that I was pregnant. Like, I just could not believe it. And like I was saying, we would track the fertility and the ovulation, and like we didn't even want to kiss. Like we didn't even want to kiss when I was like fertile. It was that serious, you guys. So I just don't know how it happened, but it's here. I mean, it happened. So just going day by day. But yeah, I did not know I was pregnant. I ended up going to a little on-call urgent care type of clinic that we had here, because I had like a huge bite on my face, and I thought, okay, I must have been bitten by like a spider or something, because it was like huge and it was disgusting looking. And it was already disgusting before my boyfriend like started picking at it, but after he picked at it, it like really got disgusting. And I was just like, okay, I don't think this is a regular pimple. Like he even said, I think this is like a spider bite, because he could see like the little indentions in it or whatever. So I actually went to work that morning, and I felt so bad. Like I just felt bad. So I told my manager, you know, I think I'm gonna go to the little clinic around the corner, and then I will be back, because if I have like the flu or something and I don't know it, I don't want to walk around here and be infecting people. So he was like, yeah, go ahead and go, especially if you think you've been bitten by a spider. Like I would have went right away. So I went to the doctor, and this is like a whole nother story, you guys. When I went to the doctor came in and he looked at the bump. He didn't touch it or anything. He just looked at it. He was like, okay, I'm going to get some samples from you and I'll be back. So he sent his nurse in, and his nurse came in and was like, you know, hey, how you doing? What happened? Blah, blah, blah. So I explained the little bump that was on my face, and he ended up swabbing my throat. He was like, yeah, we're going to test you for strep throat and all this other stuff. And I was like, okay. Like, I didn't know, so I was just going with the flow. So he came in. No, the doctor came back, and he was like, my nurse actually tested you for the wrong things, but I'm so glad that he did, because you have pneumonia. I was like, what? Like, how? And I just did not understand it, because I have not been coughing or anything like that. He was like, have you been coughing excuse me, have you been coughing lately? And I was like, no, not at all. Like, I felt perfectly fine until this bump appeared on my face. And he was like, well, maybe you're about to get it. And then I was like, okay, whatever. Like, just, you know, when I hear pneumonia, I think, oh my God, I'm gonna die. So I was just like, whatever, like, whatever you gotta do for me, just do it so I can feel better and not die. And he started laughing. He was like, okay. So what happened there was another lady in the doctor's office with me, and we were in the same, not the same room, we were side by side. She apparently had it because I heard her coughing a lot. Like, she sounded like she was about to die. And I'm assuming she probably was the one that had pneumonia, but they got our results switched or something. I don't know, but it was just a big mess. And I was diagnosed with pneumonia. I ended up missing work. I started taking medicine for this pneumonia that I had, and I just really thought about it. I was like, I just don't believe I have pneumonia. Like, this is unbelievable. I was not coughing, like nothing was wrong with me, so I didn't see how I could have pneumonia. So my mama was like, yeah, I'm going to make you an appointment with my doctor and let him test you, because how can they say you have pneumonia? Like, they didn't even listen to your lungs or anything like that. They didn't do x-rays or anything like that, so I don't believe you have it. And she was like, but you know, walking pneumonia is like the #1 death thing or whatever. Like, I know somebody that had it and they almost died, and I do know somebody that had it that just recently passed as well. So I was just frightened. Like, I was so scared, you guys. So I had started taking the medicine, but it was so much medicine, and you guys, I cannot take pills. Like, I'm like 24 years old and I can't take pills. So yeah, I can take like really small ones, and I can take like medium sized ones, but I have to like really mentally prepare myself for them. But if they're large, like horse pills, cut it. Like, I can't, if I can't crush it, then I'm just probably gonna die, because I can't take pills. So the medicine that he prescribed me was like big horse pills, and I tried to crush them up and put them in like applesauce and stuff, and it was disgusting. And I was just like, I don't want to take this medicine if I don't have pneumonia. Like, it's retarded. So I ended up going to my mom's doctor, and he listened to my lungs and stuff like that. He was like, where did you go? And I told him. He was like, don't go there no more, please. And I started laughing. I was like, let me guess, I don't have it. He was like, no. And the way your lungs sound, you never had it or whatever. So yeah. So my mom's friend was like, you know what, that girl is pregnant. That's what that is. She's pregnant. Mom was like, no, she's not, or whatever. And I be doggone, I say 2 weeks after that, I was expecting my period, and I actually went to the restroom or whatever, you know, I wiped, and there was like blood on the tissue. I know this might be too much information, but this is a pregnancy story. So there was blood on the tissue. So I'm thinking, okay, yeah, my period's on, blah blah blah. So like 2 days, this went on for like 2 or 3 days, and I was like, okay, my period's on. So it never came on like it usually does. Like, it was never like full dead on period. So I'm like, this is weird. Why is it not completely on like it usually is? So I ended up taking a pregnancy test just to take it, because I was like, you know, I don't know, I guess my womanly intuition told me to take it. I actually ended up texting my best friend, and I was like, how long should I wait to take a pregnancy test? Because I don't think my period actually came on, because it was not like a period like it usually is. And she was like, just wait till the end of the week and then take it. But I just couldn't wait, so I ended up, like, as we were talking, I was actually peeing on the stick then. It's just crazy. So I laid the pregnancy test out or whatever, and let it wait, and then the results popped up, and it was like a plus sign. So I was like, is that a plus sign? Like, I started tripping. So I took a picture of it, and I sent it to her, and I was like, what's this saying? She was like, you're pregnant. And she was like, oh my gosh, you're about to be a mom. And I was like, I don't think this is right. Like, I think this is picking up like my period hormones or something, because I don't think this is right. Like, I just do not believe it. She was like, no, it's not gonna pick up no period hormones, it's gonna pick up pregnancy hormones. Crazy. She was like, you're pregnant. So I was like, no way, like this is not, no. So I ended up sending the pictures to my boyfriend, and then he ended up coming home. He was at his grandma's house actually. He ended up coming home and he was like, so we were both just like, so we went to the store and we bought another test, and I was like chugging water like so I could hurry up and pee again. And I peed again, and this pregnancy test that I had was actually one that tells you like how far along you were. So I peed and it was like 3 to 4 weeks pregnant. And he was like, oh my god, babe, like this thing says you're 3 to 4 weeks pregnant. So like we both started freaking out. Like you can only imagine, like I am super goofy and I cuss like a sailor, so the way I'm explaining it now is not really the way it went. Like I was cussing up a storm. I was like, what the fuck, like how is this even right? I don't believe this bullshit. Like I was just cussing up a storm, and that's how I found out I was pregnant. So I ended up sending the pictures to my mom, and I was like, well, I guess this would explain why I've been sick and with pneumonia or whatever. And she was like, Lord have mercy or whatever. And she was so excited. And I ended up making an appointment the next day to a doctor. And I went to the doctor and I peed, and she did a little test with my pee or whatever. She was like, yeah, you're definitely pregnant or whatever. She was like, congratulations, you're 5 minutes pregnant. And I was like, haha. But yeah, she gave me a whole bunch of information. She did some other stuff, I can't remember, but I know she gave me like a packet full of stuff, and we talked about pregnancy and stuff like that, and family history and all that stuff. And then she scheduled me to come back, but then I ended up switching to another doctor because I had did my research on that doctor or whatever, and she wasn't as popular as the other doctor. So I really wanted vets in the game, especially since this is my first pregnancy or whatever. So I switched doctors, but ooh, excuse me. What happened was we had like a little complication towards the 6 week, 7 week mark. Me and my boyfriend ended up doing the do, and I started bleeding. And it wasn't a lot of blood, it was just spotting. So let me rephrase that. I started spotting, and I knew I had did some research, and I started reading on like the pregnancy apps and stuff like that, that spotting after sex or whatever was common, but still contact your doctor. So I called my doctor, and they just told me, you know, that was why I was bleeding, because of sex, and to just, you know, not do it again or whatever, and I should be fine. So I was just like, okay. But I didn't really want to accept that. Like I was just like, no, I want to see, like I want a doctor to actually check me or whatever. So my mom made an appointment with my old OB in Mississippi, and I went to him. And he ended up doing ultrasound, but he did not do the transvaginal ultrasound because he said he didn't want to stir the pot already. So we did just a regular abdominal ultrasound. We saw the sac, but we did not see my baby. So we were just like, he was like, don't panic, you know, it might be too early, but I want you to come back next week and we'll try this again. So I came back the next week or whatever, and he, like, as soon as I walked in, he started talking about this pill that you could take to possibly prevent miscarriages and stuff like that. So he was really freaking me out. Like I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm about to have a miscarriage and all this other stuff. So he was like, I'm gonna write you a prescription for it and you can take it if you want to. My mom was like, hell no, you're not taking it. Like, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If not, it's not, or whatever. So I didn't take it. We went and did another ultrasound. We seen the sac, but once again, no baby. So this one I was like, okay, I'm really starting to panic now. So what happened after that? He wanted me to come back again, and I just felt like I didn't want to just keep stressing myself out about the situation. And he was really like adding unnecessary stress, especially when he started talking about miscarriage and stuff like that. And it's like, I know why I was bleeding, because I wasn't bleeding anymore. Like I only bled for like a day or maybe two, and it wasn't like it wasn't even enough to cover up a pad. It was just when you wipe, a little blood was there. So like I said, I was spotting, and I just felt like he outdone himself, and it just added unnecessary stress. So I told my mom, you know, I don't want to go back. So if I'm about to miscarry, then that's what's going to happen. I don't want to go back. So I didn't go back to him, and I actually got approved. Well, not approved, but I got the doctor that I really wanted here and where I live. So I went to her. She did all the tests for me, and then we did the ultrasound, and there was my cute little pumpkin patch just chilling, and I could see it just moving and stuff. It was the cutest thing ever. Like, I just felt a big sigh of relief, like finally. Like, I don't know, I just felt so much better, and I just instantly thanked God and prayed and stuff like that, and I just felt so much better. And I sent the picture. Did I send the picture to my boyfriend? I think he was there. He was at the appointment with me, and we were all just so happy. And like, I looked at my mom, I looked at him, and they both had like huge smiles on their faces, and we were just all so happy. So that was my little scare during the whole beginning or whatever. But other than that, my pregnancy has been very smooth. The only thing, let's see, the only symptom that I really have is heartburn. Like, I did not have any morning sickness. I didn't throw up at all. Only thing that I did experience was nausea. In the morning time, I would just feel like I was about to throw up, but I didn't throw up. But other than that, like, that was the only symptom that I had was heartburn, or that I have is heartburn. I actually have some notes on my phone for this video about my pregnancy, so I'm gonna pull those up and talk to you guys about it. This is probably like the longest video I've ever had. But yeah, so my cravings, I really crave like hot wings. Oh, excuse me. But when I first was pregnant, towards the beginning, I ate Waffle House every day. I sent my boyfriend to Waffle House every day, and it's like crazy because where we stayed, Waffle House was like right across the street, so they knew us. They already knew what we wanted, everything. So I was craving the Texas patty melt or the cheesesteak melt, and I was craving the hash browns fully loaded with like chili, cheese, jalapenos, onions, tomatoes, and everything else that came on it. Like, that's what I was craving every day. So I would eat that every single day, no lie, and it was just so amazing to me. I also craved, what else did I crave? Chick-fil-A, Zaxby's. I ate Zaxby's like every day. I crave hot wings now. Like, I eat a lot of hot wings. And I also crave crawfish. Like, I kid you not, I eat crawfish almost every day. I was craving pork fried rice, but I ate it and like I got so sick. My stomach hurt so bad. Like, I just felt really bad. So I don't want that anymore. Subway, I crave Subway. For like 2 weeks straight, I ate Subway every day. They knew who we were there. But I think that's it as far as my cravings. I crave sweets now. Like, that's all I really want is sweets and something spicy. But other than that, I don't really have any unusual cravings like most people. I did go through I really wanted pickles at one point in time. Like, that's all I wanted was pickles. But I think that's it. I didn't really crave anything else. Oh, and I did crave the cinnamon rolls from like, well, ours was in the mall, but it closed down, you guys. I'm so hurt behind that. But I didn't have any other outrageous cravings or anything like that. So I had to stop and switch my memory cards. So I don't really remember exactly what I was talking about. But I think we stopped on symptoms. Like I was saying, I didn't have morning sickness. I was just nauseated. And I have a lot of heartburn here and there. And what else? I think that's really it. I have some aches here and pains there, but as far as like symptoms, oh, I have, you know, of course, the tender boobs or whatever, painful boobs. Like, they hurt so bad, you guys. Like I told my mom, it feels like my nipples are like raw. That's how bad they hurt. But other than that, I don't have any like symptoms. Weight gain, I've gained 15 pounds so far. I did not think that I was gonna gain weight so fast, but I did. And I mean, I haven't, like, I don't work out, but I said I was going to start walking Monday. Me and my best friend were going to start walking Monday, so I could try to prevent like gestational diabetes and stuff like that. So hopefully that goes well, but it's usually like way too fucking hot to do anything, so I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I do feel the little kicks like this morning. Oh my gosh, my baby kicked me so hard, like I started to hit it back, like, don't kick me like that. But what happened was I had my hand like laying in front of my little fan because I like my room to be freezing cold. So I have my AC under 60, like right at 60. I have my little plug-in fan up as high as it can go, and then I have the ceiling fan up as high as it can go. Like, that's how cold I have to be comfortable. So my hand was by the fan and it was like really cold. So I wasn't thinking, I just placed it on my stomach, and like 2 seconds later I felt this really bold kick, and I was like, well, sorry. Like, my baby kicked me so hard, like it had an attitude or something. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay. So I do feel the little kicks. My baby is very active. Like, it was just kicking when I was switching out my memory cards. So yeah, I do have a little busybody. And like I said, I do know my gender. I'm just choosing to not announce it yet. And we're supposed to have a gender reveal photo shoot. So we'll see how that goes. And then I probably will just do like a short little talk through video, like an update on my pregnancy. And then I will probably include pictures from the photo shoot for you guys on YouTube. My boyfriend has been the best. Like, throughout this whole thing, he's been the best. I don't know what in the world I would do if he was not like by my side. This guy drops everything and caters to me. Like, before I even got pregnant, he has always been the type that just caters to me, and that's probably why I love him so much. But like, since I got pregnant, like, he really like, just last night he was like, I baby you entirely too much. He was like, everybody babies you. And I was just like, no. My mom, she babies me to the extreme. My best friend, she babies me, but it's like a weird baby. Like, she will fuss and cuss me out, and then she will still give me what I want, or still do what I ask her to do, or whatever. My dad, he's been the same exact way, babies me. He has turned into like the food police. He's like the guy that's like, so what are you eating today? What have you ate today? What are you about to eat today? And then I'll be like, chicken. He'll be like, try again. And I have like a salad from somewhere. That sounds much better. And then today we were texting, because he's overseas at work, and we were texting, and he was like, so what are you about to eat? And I was like, I think I'm gonna go get some crawfish. He was like, I don't think you need to eat crawfish, there's too much seasoning, I told you you need to watch your salt intake, and blah blah blah. And he's just the food police. So yeah, and he's like super excited. But yeah, the question was partner help. So my boyfriend has been a lifesaver. Like, I had heartburn at like 3 in the morning. I woke him, I didn't want to wake him up, but I woke him up. I was crying out, it hurt so bad. He got up, we went to the store, he bought me some Tums and a Coke, and he was like, here, take this and drink that, and if you don't feel better, we're gonna figure out something else. Like, he is just like really a lifesaver. He is overprotective though. He does not want me to pick up not even 12 pounds. Like, we went to the store, we went to Sam's, and we got the 12-pound bag of flour, and I was like, okay, I'll grab this. He was like, don't you even think about it. And I'm like, really? Like, he won't let me do anything. So what else? I'm trying to think of what else that he does. It's like so funny. He's just so overprotective though. Like, I'm gonna have to try to record little small footages, and you guys will see. I'll try to post it like on Snapchat and stuff, but he's so overprotective. He doesn't want me lifting anything. He doesn't want me to do nothing. Like, I don't know if you guys know, but I don't work anymore because he doesn't even want me to work. Like, he's just like, babe, I just want you to, you know, take it easy, sit at home and stuff, you know, get a lot of rest and just chill out. Because I think what really scared him the most was like the beginning of the little scare that we had, and he's just like, no, I don't want you to do nothing. So I sit at home, I'm bored every day, or I'm with my best friend every day. And we spend money. But he's another food police. He doesn't want me eating a lot of stuff. He's like, what have you ate today? Don't eat this, don't eat that. He had a fit when I wanted the pork fried rice, and I went and got it by myself while he was at work. He had a fit about that. He doesn't like me eating like nothing really. He's like, you're not eating. Well, I've been stopped eating McDonald's. Like I probably haven't had McDonald's in like a year or two. But he's like, no McDonald's, no Wendy's. Like, he's just not for it. So yeah, he's another food police. Well, other than that, he's just been so helpful. He has been to every doctor's appointment except the last like 2 or 3, because his new work schedule is like all day. And the good thing about it is he will get to catch this doctor's appointment, and he's so excited. Excuse me. He has a fit. The last 2 appointments, like where I got to listen to the heartbeat, and when I got my ultrasound, I didn't like record, and he was pissed. So like, he's very supportive, you guys. So I really do not know what I would do if he was not in the picture. But I thank God every day that he is like by my side, because Lord have mercy. But let's see, I was having trouble with my blood pressure. I think it had something to do with this whole moving situation, because we were supposed to be getting the house, and we got so far as to like, we had the huge down payment, huge mortgage loan and stuff like that. Like, we were pretty much about to get a house, and then we decided that, you know what, we don't think that would be a good idea, because we don't want to be here for over, like, we really said we were going to move next year to most likely Texas or Atlanta. So it just didn't make sense for us to get a house or whatever. So we decided to not get that. So in the midst of that, we had like 2 or 3 weeks to like try to find somewhere else to go. So I think that's why my blood pressure was giving me problems, or I could say high, because I was stressing about trying to find a moving situation, trying to find somewhere to move. And I was pretty much doing it by myself, because he was at work or whatever, and he's the type of guy that's just like, I don't care where I stay, I know you're not gonna find us somewhere that's like in the ghetto and that's run down. Like, he knows how I am. So I think I was really stressing, because I had so much pressure and trying to like find somewhere for us to go in such little time and stuff like that. So I think that's why I was having trouble with my blood pressure, because now it's back to normal, and it went back to normal like soon as I, you know, got us somewhere to move to. So I think that had something to do with it. Another issue that I do have, I have trouble like breathing. If I walk down our stairs, I'm like exhausted. If I walk up the stairs, I'm exhausted. If I walk from my makeup room to our bedroom, I'm exhausted. So I have like really hard time breathing. Like right now, you probably can hear it where I have to like take deep breaths, because I just have trouble breathing, and that's a common symptom for pregnancy or whatever. So I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, that's probably another symptom that I do have, is I have trouble breathing. But I think that's everything. I think I covered everything about my pregnancy. I have the best doctor here in Alabama. She's voted #1 out of the top 20 doctors here where I stay. So I'm so happy to have her. She's amazing. She's hilarious, very understanding or whatever. So I mean, I haven't had a rough pregnancy at all, you guys. I can't complain. I hear so much about horrible pregnancies and stuff like that, so I'm just like, thank you, God. I've just recently started feeling like the discomforts of trying to go to sleep. I wake up really like achy and in pain. Before that, I didn't really have a problem or whatever, but now it's just like these past 2 or 3 days, I've just been in complete pain when I wake up. So much pressure, like my body just feels so heavy. I've been having like headaches when I wake up in the morning. it's just, I don't know if it's because I have my room so cold that I'm like getting sinus headaches or something. I don't know, but I ache so bad when I wake up, like from my feet, literally from my feet to my top of my head, like I hurt. So I don't know what we're gonna do about that, but other than that, I don't have any problems with my pregnancy. I'm trying to think if I'm leaving anything out. I know this video is gonna be so long, but I think it's gonna be worth it because it's a little update about where I've been and my huge announcement. So if I can think of anything else to tell you guys about my pregnancy, I will post it in the comments below, or maybe the description box. Or if you guys have any questions about my pregnancy or whatever the case may be, just comment and I will respond to you in a timely manner, hopefully. Like I said, make sure you're following me on Snapchat for sure, because that's where I post like every day. Follow my Instagram, and I will try to put my Facebook, but I can't add any more friends on my Facebook, but I do have a fan page or whatever. So I don't really post on my fan page, so I will let you guys follow my personal page if you would like. But yeah, I can't accept anybody, so you would have to follow me on there. But I will have all of that down below in the description box as well. And yeah, I think that's it. I'm going to show up, I'm going to stand up and show you guys my baby bump. I did not forget. But other than that, I do really appreciate you guys for still being here with me and contacting me and asking me, you know, what's up, where you been, letting me know that you miss me and stuff like that. I do really appreciate that a lot. And yeah, so I'm going to show you guys my baby bump, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Make it last forever. Come on, baby, hold on to me.